All right, let's turn our attention now to college football. It's championship week. We're going to start in Conference USA with the team nearby, close to our home base there of Pub Sports Radio in San Antonio. It's UTSA meep, the Roadrunners taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers Conference USA championship game. Current line here is Western Kentucky 1-point favorites in this game at the Alamodome in San Antonio, which is where this game will be played. 71.5 the total in this game. Now, it's funny, before this show, we have a little Twitter DM group chat with me, Conor, and Jose behind the scenes. And Jose was saying, someone might need to talk me off the ledge betting UTSA. I hate to break the hearts of Pub Sports Radio and the folks in San Antonio, Southtown 101, and all the locals, but I'm worried about this game for UTSA. I really am, because they had their first loss, obviously, against North Texas in a clear down spot for the Roadrunners after that thrilling win against UAB the week before, which clinched the Conference USA championship appearance. And then last week, they just fell flat predictably. I didn't expect them to get romped by 22 points, but I didn't expect their best game, and we got far from it. Turnover machines they were throughout that football game. UTSA and North Texas took advantage of it. But this is more about what I'm seeing from Western Kentucky. This team's a freight train right now, Conor. They are rolling. Bailey Zapp and the air raid offense is just steamrolling opposing defenses. They did it to Marshall. That was supposed to be a game for the East Division of the Conference USA, of CUSA, the East Division on the line. And Western Kentucky just turned it into a blowout, turned it into a rout in the second half. They couldn't be stopped. The defense, after a bit of a shaky first half, Grant Wells and Marshall moved the ball in the first few drives of that game, but that was all she wrote for the Marshall offense. By halftime, they did nothing in the second half, and that Western Kentucky defense has been playing better and better and better as the season's progressed. Now, these two teams met on October 9th, and it was a game that was in Western Kentucky. But boy, I'll tell you right now, Western Kentucky gave UTSA one of their toughest games of the year, 52-46. In fact, they outgained UTSA in that contest despite losing by 6. Western outgained them by 106 yards and plus 0.1 yards per play. I think right now, Western Kentucky is just playing too good. And early in the week, Conor, if I'm betting this game, I hate to say it, I'm climbing that hill. I'm going up to the top with the Hilltoppers here. Western Kentucky. I cashed one of my stronger plays on Saturday, was them against Marshall. I like the way they're playing. They're in revenge. They're just on a roll right now. Their defense is every bit as good as what we've seen from UTSA down the stretch, especially the last few games. That defense has really come along for the Hilltoppers. So I hate to say it. I hate to break the hearts of PSR and San Antonio locals that flock the channel here, but it's Western Kentucky for me right now in this game. What do you think, Conor?
Yeah, I think there might be some trouble here with UTSA. We see it a lot as years go on. Teams, are extremely good early on, and they're really good against the number, and they just kind of fallen apart. I know that was a total flat spot. The game meant nothing. I still at least a shitty sour taste going into this game, getting your ass whipped.
And it disrupts your momentum and your rhythm and everything that was going into that for UTSA. I agree.
Yeah, so and I've been with you. I've been on Western Kentucky, I think, 5 straight weeks. It might have only been 4. I've took them every week here against FAU, Rice. So yeah, I'm with you here. I think the defense has been improving. They were against some shittier teams, like Rice, Middle Tennessee. And they want a little revenge, this spot that you talked about, that thrilling 52-46. Obviously, both teams know they can move the ball on each other, so it should be thrilling. I mean, I'm not crazy about it. I think Western Kentucky go in there and beat them, but I think it's going to be a back and forth battle. I think points will be scored. And if Western Kentucky's defense has gotten better, like we've seen, if it's for real, they will win this game. I don't know if it's for sure that defense. We'll see.
Yeah, it should be a good one, though. Looking forward to a Friday night Conference USA championship game. And by the way, the thing that Jacksonville Zoe's talking about UTSA's defense, you're right, it has struggled a bit lately. UAB moved the ball up and down against them with their backup quarterback, Dylan Hopkins. USM, Southern Miss even, had some success. UTEP scored some points on UTSA. And then the last 3 games, Western Kentucky's defense is actually 1 yard per play, 1 full yard per play better than UTSA's defense. So it's cause for concern here. I think Western's the side for me in this game going into it on Friday.